So how about that Mark Millar, huh? Personally, one of my favorite writers. He really is. He created Kingsman. Love it. He created Kick-Ass. Love it. That's one of my favorite comics of all time. Hell, he was instrumental in some of the biggest, Marvel stories that I can think of in recent years. So he's great. But recently, he's been on a hate train. Which, that's cool. His opinion, that's cool. But he had a lot to say in regards to, I guess you can call this a hostile takeover, like what everybody makes it seem that Fox had thrown under them. Essentially, Mark Millar has went on Twitter and started really venting, talking about how there's zero upside to anything that Disney's doing. Like, there's never going to be any gambles like Deadpool ever again happening at Disney. He talks about how there's going to be a very, low barrier to entry, I guess. Talking about how when you look at this, it's all going to be about simplicity and how it doesn't make sense to keep so many characters on the screen at all times and that people don't want that, and how the industry is pretty much changing and how he doesn't like it. And he's more or less worried that they're not going to be making unique movies anymore. But then again, Guardians of the Galaxy, Doctor Strange, Ant-Man, Captain Marvel, Black Panther, this is all risky for today's stuff, right? Guardians of the Galaxy, remember? Marvel's first big flop, guys? Yeah, I understand what he's saying. Don't get me wrong. I get it. He's worried that they're not going to try the things that are unsafe. But remember, they're giving most of these characters trilogies, and then they got to move on to new directions. So they're not just going to keep spinning their wheels and doing the same thing like Fox was doing, because Fox felt safe. The safest thing Fox has done is make Deadpool due to a leak that happened, and they just said, fine, here, take a cheap budget and do it. And then the reaction to that was to make Logan. They didn't do it because they wanted to. They did it because of the leaks that happened. And then the goodwill they got from it. So I think he's making it seem a little bit like, oh, Fox was the good guy here the entire time, where we definitely know that's not the case.